What are some really great Islamic children's books and which one should you get? I'll be telling you my top 15 books of 2020, so keep watching. Hey Salam, I'm Alex from Rabia, empowering Muslim businesswomen and building a community that elevates our voice through online media. So on this channel, I share inspirational stories on the Rabia podcast show and give you honest reviews on products by Muslim-owned and women-owned businesses like this one. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. And at any time in this video, you can check out the show notes below and links to all these amazing books. And I've also added timestamps so you can skip over to the book you're most interested in. So if you're like me, a mom of 2 little ones, and you wanted to get a really nice children's book that can relate to the Islamic beliefs, there's so many new books that have come up this year and have been in hiding to myself, and now I'll be sharing with you a few of my favorites. And can you believe all these books I'm sharing with you today are written by Muslim women? So again, in Rabia, it's all about leveling up our sisters. So let's talk about my first book, Maynuma's Musings. This is written by Heba Hyder and illustrated by Atena Hassan. It's about a cute little girl named Maynuma who's really curious about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it goes into her amazing imagination about how Allah created so many things and her love for him. And she deeply wanted to know how much Allah loved her back. And so she goes with this huge question to her mother: how much does Allah love me? And of course, you can find that answer in the book, so definitely check it out in the links below and let me know what you think. So my next book is called Golden Domes and Silver Lanterns. It's a Muslim book of colors by Hena. So this book is beautifully illustrated by Murdoch Damini and relates to the colors of Islamic themes and cultures of Muslims. And I think this is a great book specifically for younger kids learning colors and religion at the same time. But Hena Khan wrote so many different variety of books for different ages, and she got into the Booklist 2009 top 10 religion books, one of them called Night of the Moon, a Muslim holiday story. And some more books that you might know are like Ramadan's Curious George, and also one of my favorite books is called Under My Hijab, which talks about a young girl that observes women in her life wearing different styles of hijabs and in different ways. And another book by Hena Khan, she has so many amazing books. This book is called Like the Moon Loves the Sky, which is a beautiful ode of unconditional love to their child. Inshallah, you find wonder in birds as they fly. Inshallah, you're loved like the moon loves the sky. Wow. So my next book, titled Allah Made Us All Different, Be Yourself by Rabia Gelgi, is about a little bird that goes on a little journey wanting to be another animal instead of herself, and realizes that God created each animal a specific way and that she was special as that bird. It's a cute story of loving how you are made, and I think encourages children to love how they are created with all their lovely perfections. Rabia also wrote, The Little Girl Says Alhamdulillah, which reminds kids about saying Alhamdulillah and for what we have, and a great way to reinforce the meaning of Alhamdulillah. So check out these books in the descriptions below. So let's go to some of the popular books that have been recently coming out by amazing athletic women, and you know who I'm talking about. And one of my favorite books is called A Basketball Game on Wake Street. This is written by the amazing basketball player Batouly Camara and illustrated by Shifa and Isa. This is a very unique book, a book that everyone should get for their children to read. And it is about a young girl named Aisha who plays basketball, but she wants to create a dream team. And now this dream team is like no other dream team. It's about a team of Wake warriors that is open to everyone with beautiful and unique abilities. Aisha really plans out the details of how she created her team. And what I love is that this book really encourages the gift of each girl. Whether they have disabilities, illness, autism, asthma, you name it, these girls are on the team. It really is a book I would say to have and to read your kids to encourage the beauty of all children in all cases. And Batouly also founded Wake, which is Women and Kids Empowerment, a US-based nonprofit corporation that serves teen girls and young women in New York and Guinea, West Africa. This nonprofit is about the whole girl approach to help the confidence of these beautiful young teenagers through growth mentorship. Batouly and I also did a wonderful podcast episode, so definitely check that out, and I will put those links below. We talked amazing inspirational stories, and I loved how we connected on a very spiritual level. Now, a New York Times bestseller written by Olympic medalist Ibtihaj Muhammed called The Proudest Blue. Beautifully illustrated by Ali. It's a story about hijab and family, and it's a young girl that sees her oldest sister wear hijab for the first time when they go to school. Her sister picked a blue hijab like the color of the ocean, and this cute little girl sees how people accept her sister with her hijab on, and how some children ask her why she's wearing a tablecloth on her head. What was so fantastic about the story is that it shows her oldest sister standing proud, continuing the day as if nothing is happening, when some children still carry on saying hurtful words. And what was so impressive is how her mama's words kept resonating back to the young sister. Don't carry around the hurtful words that others say. Drop them. They are not yours to keep. They belong only to those who said them. I'm going to say that one more time and really listen to these words. Don't carry around the hurtful words that others say. Drop them. They are not yours to keep. They belong only to those who said them. I loved learning more that this story reflects Ibtihaj's own struggles wearing hijab as she grew up, and how she wanted girls today that may face the same treatment know that what may appear as different is worth celebrating. Buy this book. It's a bestseller for a reason. So my next book I feel is more a book for kids that are maybe 4 or 5 and up, and I can see my 5-year-old boy really relating to Zach and his good intentions. This book is written by J.Samia Book and illustrated by Omar Burgess. Poor Zach is trying to do all the good deeds, but it's just not happening for him. And in the end, the meaning is so key that all of his intentions are really what's important. I think if you want to teach your child a lesson in a story format, this is the book to get, because it really helps your child to not feel bad if things didn't go the right way, and that your intentions are what matters the most. And definitely intentions is something really important to remember as parents, because sometimes we forget our little kids always have good intentions in their hearts. Are you still with me? Let's take a little dance break and let me know what's your favorite children's book in the comments below. There are so many fantastic books I have to keep sharing. My next book is called Mommy's Camara, which is written by Jamilah, Thompkins, Bigelow, and illustrated by Ebony Glenn. It's another fabulous story about the head covering, and it's a cute story of a young girl who plays dress up with her mother's headscarves. When I put Mommy's Camara, I become a queen with a golden train. I love how she is a superhero, a queen, and has a deep love of her mom, which is so heart-filling. And as I read this book, I just smiled the whole time. This book is also about diversity and talks about family members who aren't Muslim, which I love so much. This is a very uplifting book about the hijab, and I recommend it to all of you. So definitely check it out on the links below. For the bilingual and multicultural family, this is a book to have. It's called Eid Breakfast at Abuela's. It's written by Mariam Saad and illustrated by Shamsa. It describes a grandmother who's not Muslim helping out with Eid breakfast. There are Spanish words that are woven into the story, and the meaning behind the book is that no matter where you're coming from or your religious beliefs, getting together as a family and understanding one another besides our differences is so important. I love this book, and you learn some Spanish on the way. A cute series of books. This is a book called Zeta Potato and all his adventures in a 3-part series. So there's Zeta Potato Allah Loves Me, which is written by Randa Taftaf and Maz Galini and illustrated by Love Yogard. It's a book about a young boy's reflections of how his family shows him their love and how because of that Allah loves him. It's a really cute book to read, and also the other books that you may get from the Zeta Potato series with Zeta Raya and his sidekick Pepper are Zeta Potato, a Muslim superhero, Zeta Potato, Can Allah See Me Now, an activity book from A to Z. If you want to teach your little one, specifically toddlers or really small children about Allah, this is the book to get. It's called My First Book About Allah by Sara Khan. It helps illustrate in a beautiful way both images and writing about who is Allah and how He guides us. But it helps little children really understand the love of Allah and where He is and how we can see Him in this world. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know what books you're reading to your kids in the comments below. And remember, some of the best feedback is in the comments below, so share other amazing books that I haven't listed here and let everyone know how great they are. Thanks for coming by, and subscribe to watch more videos like this. Until next time, Awea is here to empower you and so many other women out there in their creative journey. So hope this helps you. See you next time. Bye.